What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Digital Dav, coming to you with another Let's Play. Um, Today, I took some polls on Instagram and wanted to get some topic to talk about while I play. So, what I'm going to talk to you today about is my self-publishing process. Because as you must not know, or you do know, I'm a self-published author and I wrote a book. Um, so let's get into this Let's Play. We're playing Canopy Chaos, and let's get straight into this. Um, so yes, so I'm self-published. I'm a self-published author. I published my book in December of 2019, um, and it has been an incredible process. Being self-published author, I do my own distribution. Um, since I have my own company, I use my company's name as my publishing company, and um, it's been awesome just reaching out to different schools and trying to get my book to get discovered, and it's been just an incredible process. So, for some context, my book is called The Guidebook to Securing High-Profile Internships, and you can find it on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. I'm gonna have an audiobook coming out soon as I work on that. Um, and the basis of this book is just I wanted to really just help out students to figure out what they wanted to do, um, what you want to do, and help like students navigate that ambiguous part of life where there is no answers. So have you, for especially for those students who started school and um, doesn't have a major declared and things of that nature. I wrote this book so that you could have a sounding board or just some kind of indication on what to do trying to navigate your career. Um, I had the blessing to be able to work for some dope companies while I was in school. I interned for Facebook. I did this 1 week program with Google called Bold Immersion. Um, I worked for UPS. I interned for CNBC, and I interned for my current company now, um, Stitch Fix, and that's how I was even able to get on full time through the internship program. To even add on top of that, I even speak about my study abroad experience and basically help navigate like how to find opportunities and things of that nature. Um, but the publishing, all that sounds all good and everything, but the actual publishing process and trying to get all my ideas on paper is what you're probably wanting to know about. There's a lot of books out there, but like, how did I get the courage to just sit down and write everything? So I'm gonna tell you about my process and what I did to like figure everything out. So one day I was at work and I was this was when I was contracting for a company. I'm not gonna tell about it and leave it disclosed, but I was interning for a company, and I wasn't interning, I was contracting for a company, and I felt as though I was kind of not doing what I wanted to do, and I felt as though I was giving a lot of grunt work. So instead of just being down in the dumps and not knowing what I wanted to do moving forward, I used it as an opportunity to just reflect on my 4 years of college, because I had just recently graduated, and just kind of reflect on how I got to where I am now and just sit down and ponder. Um, and since I had so many internships, uh, a lot of people were telling me, hey man, you should probably let people know about what you've experienced, because that's like amazing. Like, I've never heard of anybody that's had so many internships and experience and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, cool, yeah, I know. Um, I know I've had a lot of experience, but I don't know if it's really worth speaking about it. So it's not until I did my little research on Amazon to discover that there wasn't any books that really gave a first-hand perspective on trying to navigate internships and things like that. If you go on Amazon right now, you'll see that there is just a bunch of random books and things like that that don't really even pertain to anything internship worthy when you search up the term internships. For to be quite blunt with you, I think the highest rated book when it comes to internships when you search it is the internship movie, um, about the like the two comedians that interned for Facebook and things like that. So I saw that as an opportunity because I'm like, if nobody really wrote about this, maybe it's my turn to talk about this and give my perspective. So what really started off as some innocent market research led me down this path of self-publishing. Um, so what I started to do is just jot my notes down in the notes section of my phone. Like literally just once or twice a day, I just jot down some notes, down some notes. Um, what was dope is I actually had a friend named Shelby Pariss who published a book before I started on my journey, and his was more focused around mindfulness, and you could check his out, shelbypariss.com. I'll put the link in the description. So I reached out to him and really wanted to know what his process was and how he started writing books. And he really just told me it's like a marathon, not a race. Like you really just need to do it at my own pace, and just like it's gonna take time. But if I just get my thoughts down, I'll keep dying. God, I'll have a lot of balloons, so it doesn't even matter. Um, if I just if just jot down my thoughts, it's gonna start collectively coming together. So that's what I did. I just started jotting my thoughts down in the notes section. Then I wanted then I like pasted those notes into. Oh my God, this level is hard. I pasted those notes into a tool called Grammarly. I don't know if you ever heard of it or seen a commercial for it, but this is a tool called Grammarly that really helps with um, like your grammar and syntax of how you write. So I use that tool in order to like take my notes that I was just jotting down and make it more polished. Then from that point on, I use KDP, which is Amazon's publishing service, and I started to get some templates so I could see what the books were like and what it needed to be formatted in order for it to work. Um, so after I started jotting my notes down and using the templates, I probably spent about 6 or 7 months writing on my own till I got smart and decided to get an editor to look at the book. Um, so I got the editor to look at the book. She's one of my friends that attended college with me. So she looked at through the book, helped me, like, on top of what Grammarly already edited. She helped me uh, make sure that my flow was correct, make sure that everything was like right, and that I didn't miss any points. I also had my fiance Ashley, who is a teacher, help me edit and go through the words, because even if you read, if the more you read a book, the more like the errors you don't pick up because everything just looks the same. So it's always great to just get a separate set of eyes on like what you're writing. Um, oh, I'm about to have a boss battle and talk at the same time. This is about to be hard. Okay, so after I got so many eyes on it, I was probably all it really took was just consistently writing and getting things on paper. Um, After that, what I did was I didn't even get the graphics. I didn't do the graphics myself. I paid somebody I found off Instagram called Rocket Bay to do my book graphics. And he was, even though I do digital design, I didn't want to just I wanted to tap into a lot of black talent to help me write the book. So um, found him on Instagram and I trusted his judgment. I just gave him a prompt of what I wanted and he was able to make my vision come to light. Shout out to Rocket Bay because he's always putting some dope art on his Instagram page. Um, so after I was able to get the front, the back, and the content from my book together with everybody's help and edits, I started to I really needed to see if what I was writing wasn't just in a vacuum, but was actually worthwhile. And I also needed to collect uh, some edits, some snippets of testimonials from people. So what I did was I reached out to a lot of my teachers and administrators that I was cool with from my college days and sent them like a chapter or two of my book so they could leave some opinions and tell me what they thought. Um, a lot of them gave me some very good feedback, told me some places to touch up, and I was even able to get the CEO of my study abroad program to leave a review on the book, which was totally awesome. And after that, everything was really just coming together. Um, I didn't really, I didn't really think that what I was writing was really worth it in the beginning, but then after a while, I got a lot of signs from like everybody and God and things like that. So I felt as though let me just put this project out and see what people think. Um, and since it's been about 4 or 5 months now since the book has been out, and it's just been insane how I've been able to get schools to actually buy like bulk orders of the book, and it's just crazy how something I thought about in my mind is in the flesh and on paper. Um, so as I mentioned, I used Amazon to publish the book. I published the book through Barnes and Noble. I used this tool called Publishing Rocket to see to do some market analysis and see what keywords are used in order to get a lot of clients to see the book. Just a bunch of tools and tricks in order for me to just get the book visible in front of people. Um, and then I don't know, like everything just started to come together, and I wouldn't say that I'm smart or I'm like this amazing guy who put that all together, but I had a lot of help in the process, and I couldn't really write that book if it wasn't for people believing in me and trusting me to actually read it. Because there's so many, like, I think the average amount of books that a unsuccessful artist is able to sell in the total lifespan of the book is like 150 copies, and in my first 5 months alone I was able to get more than that, and I'm really like grateful for that and won't ever like downplay that. And for all you artists out there, I'd say, or content creators or whatever, just put your work out there. Damn, this is my first time playing this, and I beat the boss. That's dope. I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. Um, for all you content creators and entrepreneurs or aspiring authors, I'd just say to just put your book out there, put your words out there, because somebody's gonna read it, somebody's gonna discover it, and all it has to do at that point is just stay consistent and keep putting out your work. Um, like this YouTube channel, I've had only 3-4 views on my videos, but the more and more I talk and the more and more I put things out there, people are vibing with it. So don't downplay yourself and just continue to like keep putting content out there, because you'll never know who's gonna like follow it and be invested in what you put out. um as you just see, I just beat the boss for the first world. And I think I'm gonna cut this video short, because I beat like 3-4 levels in the matter of me speaking, and I'm really done with the topic I was gonna speak on too. thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. I know I'm growing with this, and you're growing along with me. So like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and uh, thank you, and have a good quarantine.